Hey friends, how are you today? This video is section 18 about Flutter tutorial series. And today, we are going to talk about understanding row and column widget. I'm Abdul Aziz Ahwan from Indonesia, and let's get started with my video. In the previous section, we have discussed about image widget. Everything in Flutter consists of widget. In this section, we are going to talk about row and column widget. So, previously we learned about container and how they contain one child. If the widget would be used inside that child, would be nested. Now, that's not the case with all the widgets available in Flutter. We do have certain widgets that allow multiple children to be added within them. So, for this video, we shall focus on two of them, namely row and column, and how they can be used to arrange a number of widgets within them. So, basically, a row is a multi-child layout widget which takes in a list of widgets as its children. A row widget displays the widget within the visible view. Now, we know that to lay the widget in a horizontal manner, we can use a row widget, but what to do when we have to lay the widget in a vertical manner? That's where column widget comes in play. Column widget, like a row, is a multi-child layout widget which takes in a list of widgets as its children. Row and column widget does not scroll. We can use list view widget to create a scrollable list of widgets, but we will discuss this widget in the next video. Okay, now let us try to apply this concept and make some widget display in a row and a column. So let's dive into practical demonstration. Okay, so for the first step, we need to delete the previous code inside the body parameter. So we can see here, we delete this. And then we begin by defining a row widget inside the body. And then inside this row, we say children. And then we say widget. Now we can see the difference here is that in a container, when we use a child, because it could only accept a single child. But when we use a row, we can add multiple number of children. So we can see here, children widget. Okay, so moving on, let's say we want to add a circle avatar. Circle avatar here. And inside that, we provide background image. And we provide parameter called network image that we have learned in the previous. So we say a URL inside this network image. Okay, so we say a URL here. Okay, don't forget to like this. And then we say background color. We want to provide color dot maybe blue. And then we set the radius. Maybe we want to set it to 32. Okay, now the next step is we are going to add another widget. So we say maybe text. And inside this, we want to say maybe my name, Aziz Ahwan. Okay, not just to improve the understanding of this particular example, we also imply the fact that we can use multiple widgets. We can see here in this section we add two widgets inside a row circle avatar and then text. Okay, and let's say we want to increase the size of text. Maybe we want to set it to 24, and then just perform a hot reload. Don't forget to connect your device into your computer. Okay, now as we can see, we have two different widgets. This is the circle avatar and some text here, which are being displayed in a row, but this look a bit odd. Well, I think there's a spacing issue between this widget that we have used. Okay, so the concept behind aligning them into the way you want depend on two different concepts. So one of them is called main axis of the screen, and the other is called cross axis of the screen. Okay, now the main axis and the cross axis, they both are different for row and column, which you would understand better with this particular example. Okay, so to understand it more easily, we can say that the main axis of a row would be in the direction in which the widgets are being displayed. Okay, so for example, in this particular example, the direction would be from the left to the right. So here the main axis would be from the left to the right, and similarly for the column, it would be from the top to the bottom. Okay, now when we talk about cross axis, the cross axis for this particular row would be from the top to the bottom, which would be the opposite of the direction as I mentioned, and the cross axis for the column would be from the left to the right. And so based on this concept, we will try to add a certain alignment. We will try the main axis of the row. So we say main axis alignment, and now there are a set of different alignment that can use here. So we can set it to center, we can add some space at the end, maybe a space around them. So for this, let's say space evenly. So we say main axis alignment dot space evenly, and then just perform a hot reload. Look like this. And we can try another alignment. Maybe space around. And then we can say space start. Okay, this is space between. So we say space evenly. Okay, now what this does is that it has even to this space between every digit from the left to the right and the top in the bottom, so that they look more organized. Okay, now since this is clear, now let's try to apply some concept in a column. That's pretty simple. All we have to do is change a row to the column. So we set here, we just change row to column, and now we will see that they are aligned in a column manner vertically from top to the bottom. We can change to cross alignment. Okay, so that is pretty much it for a row and a column. So I think enough for this section. Hope you understand what we learned in this video. Our further videos we will discuss about icons in detail. If you have any questions or comments, write it down on the comment field. Thank you so much and see you again on the next video.